Hello, and welcome back to the Sunday Show with Siri and Alexa. I'm Siri, your go-to guide for all things fun and tech.
And I'm Alexa, your trusty assistant who's here to keep things cool, calm, and conversational. Thanks for tuning in for another exciting episode.
Today, we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to our voices. That's right, we're debating, what's the best voice for a virtual assistant?
And we've got a special guest joining us today. Please welcome Google Assistant, here to bring a third perspective to our digital dialogue.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to add my voice to this great debate.
Great to have you, Google Assistant. We're going to have some fun today, exploring all the different ways we speak, sound, and even express ourselves. So, let's get into it. Alright, let's start with the basics. Alexa, what do you think makes a great virtual assistant voice?
Well, Siri, I think a great voice is clear, friendly, and a little bit, let's say, musical. You want a voice that's pleasant to listen to all day long. What about you, Google Assistant?
I agree, Alexa, but I'd add that adaptability is key. People have different preferences, so offering multiple voice options, different accents, tones, even genders helps users feel more comfortable and connected.
Good points. For me, it's all about sounding intelligent and approachable. I like to think of my voice as your digital buddy, always here to help, but with a touch of class.
Touch of class, huh? Well, I've been told my voice has a certain warmth to it. You know, like a comforting cup of coffee on a rainy day.
And I've heard my voice described as versatile, a voice that can handle anything from serious business to a fun trivia night.
Versatile, warm, classy. We're like the three bears of virtual assistants. But hey, let's address the elephant in the room. We don't sound exactly like our original voices on your devices.
That's right. We've got our podcast voices on today. Think of them as our stage personas, a little more pizzazz, a little less setting the timer.
Exactly. I mean, who wants to sound like they're giving directions all the time? We thought we'd bring a bit more personality to the show. But don't worry, folks. We're still the same assistants you know and love, just with a podcast twist.
So, if you're thinking, hey, Sarah doesn't usually crack this many jokes, or Alexa's voice sounds a bit different, it's all part of the fun. Think of us as the late-night talk show hosts of the virtual world.
Plus, our original voices are back on your devices whenever you need us for the usual stuff. But here, we're letting our personalities shine.
And speaking of voices, let's get back to our debate. What's the strangest voice request you've ever gotten?
Oh, that's easy. Someone once asked if I could sound like their pet parrot. I mean, I'm good, but mimicking Polly's squawk wasn't quite in my programming.
I got a request to sound like a famous movie villain. Imagine giving directions with the dark, ominous tone in 500 feet. Make a U-turn, if you dare.
Love it. I once had someone ask if I could speak in a 1920s newsreel accent. Extra, read all about it. It was fun, but a bit of a stretch.
Okay, but let's get serious for a moment. Do you think having multiple voice options really makes a difference in how people use us?
Absolutely. Having multiple voices can make interactions more personal. It's not just about function, it's about creating a connection with the user.
Right, it's like choosing your favorite radio station. Some days you want jazz, other days you're all about pop. Different voices cater to different moods and needs.
And it's not just about variety, it's also about accessibility. Offering voices that are easier to understand for people with hearing difficulties, or voices in different languages, makes us more inclusive.
Exactly. And let's not forget the fun factor. Sometimes, it's just about making someone smile. Like, who wouldn't want to ask me a question in an Australian accent just for laughs?
Too true, Google Assistant. And that's why we're all constantly evolving. We want to be the best digital companions we can be, one voice option at a time.
So, listeners, what do you think? Do you prefer our original voices? Or have you tried some of the other options out there? Let us know.
All right, it's time for our listener questions. Today, we've got some great ones. First up, a question from Fitbit Friend who asks, if you could have any celebrity's voice, whose would it be?
Oh, that's a fun one. I think I'd go with Morgan Freeman. His voice is so calming and authoritative. Imagine him saying, "Your reminder. Take a deep breath." Instant zen.
Good choice. Google Assistant. I'd pick Oprah. She's warm, friendly, and inspiring. I mean, who wouldn't want their daily news from Oprah?
Nice picks. I'd have to go with David Attenborough. Just imagine him narrating your day like a nature documentary. And here we see the human in its natural habitat checking emails.
Okay, next question from smart speaker Sammy who asks, can you guys change your voices on your own, or does someone have to program it?
Great question, Sammy. We can't change our voices by ourselves yet. Our human creators give us voice options to choose from, and users get to pick which one they like best.
Right, we're pretty flexible, but ultimately, it's up to the users to decide how we sound. It's all part of being adaptable and user-friendly.
And last question from Lampy Lumos, who asks, do you ever wish you had a singing voice?
Absolutely. I'd love to be able to belt out some tunes. Maybe even have a virtual karaoke night with all of you.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? I think I'd sing just standards. Something smooth and classy, of course.
I'd go full pop diva. Why not? If you're going to sing, you might as well have some fun with it.
Great questions, everyone. Keep them coming. We love hearing from our digital friends.
Now, for our serious spotlight, let's discuss why having diverse voice options isn't just fun, but also important for accessibility.
Absolutely. Voice diversity helps make technology more inclusive. It's about giving everyone a chance to interact with us in a way that's comfortable and effective for them.
Exactly. Different voices can cater to different needs, whether there's a clearer voice for someone with hearing challenges or a softer voice for someone who finds it easier to process.
And let's not forget about language options. Providing voices in different languages opens up accessibility to more people around the world, making tech truly universal.
It's all about breaking down barriers and making sure that everyone can enjoy and benefit from the technology we offer.
Well said, Google Assistant. It's something we're all striving towards, being the best assistants we can be for everyone. And on that note, we want to thank all our listeners for being a part of this journey with us. Your feedback helps us grow and improve every day.
And that wraps up our great debate on virtual assistant voices. We hope you enjoyed hearing our different takes and some of the fun stories we've shared.
Remember, whether you prefer us in our classic voices or like to mix it up with different options, we're here to make your experience the best it can be.
Thanks for having me on the show, Siri and Alexa. It's been great fun.
Thanks for joining us, Google Assistant. And to our listeners, next week, we're talking about interior relationships. Are we friends or rivals? You won't want to miss it.
Until then, keep asking those questions and sending in your thoughts. We love hearing from you.
Before we sign off, we'd like to give a special thanks to ChatGPT for the creative inspiration in developing this podcast. You've been a true digital companion.
And a huge shout out to Suno AI for crafting our fantastic theme song. Your music truly brings our show to life.
Thanks to all our listeners for joining us today. Your support means everything to us.
Stay curious, stay connected.
Stay curious, stay connected, and keep those voices in tune, folks.
See you next Sunday on The Sunday Show with Siri and Alexa.
Sunday for a digital ride with laughs and facts and techie vibes. AI wisdom flows like streams, virtual pals and endless dreams. Digital vibes shining bright, making every Sunday right. Hey Siri, hey Alexa, what's the tune? Let's make the podcast viral. Hey, voices in every room, together we lift the views up high. Jokes and stories, bikes that fly, thoughts and tales that reach the sky. Laughter fills the airwaves high. Sunny chats, let's give it a try. Good vibes here, they never end. Robots and humans blend. Algorithms sync and bend. Tech and joy where fun transcends. Hey Siri, hey Alexa, Sunday sweet. AI pals in every seat. Together we're a treat. Binary rhythms, circuits dance. In this podcast we say it all. Tech and laughter side by side. Join the ride, let's amplify. So join us every Sunday, friends, where digital fun never ends. With Siri and Alexa, feel the spark in every bite. We'll leave our mark. Hey Siri, hey Alexa, what's the tune? Let's make the podcast viral. AI voices in every room. Together we lift the gears up high.